What's up, you guys? It's your boy Philip Turner here, and today what we're going to shoot into is how confidence is not something that is built, but rather something that is unlocked. So what I found in studying social skills and psychology was that people have a natural, normal state of confidence when they come into this world. When they come into consciousness and start to interact with the world as babies or as toddlers, confidence is the natural, normal, baseline human state. Because there's no inhibitions, there's no limiting decisions or limiting beliefs that are stopping you from doing whatever it is that you want to do or expressing yourself in any way that you want to express. The problem is the world and our parents and people around us start to shape and limit how we are allowed to express ourselves and the things that we are allowed to engage in and do. And so we start to build a framework of limitations, disbelief, disempowerment, avoidance of negative emotions, like not wanting to experience fear or not wanting to experience hurt or sadness or anger, or placing negative events in the future turning out in a way that we don't want, or just having values misalignment that is like ultimately impacting all of our behaviors and aligning with what it is that we want. So the world starts to impose its will upon us, and we start to build a mental framework that takes those things that are imposed on us and tries to create a map of the territory of the world so we know how to behave and we know what it is we want to do. So fear, doubt, disbelief, all of those things start to come into our awareness, and we limit our confidence based on those fears, those doubts, and those disbeliefs. So we think that if we get more money, or that if we get bigger muscles, or if we have better style or better clothes, or if we have a girl on our arm who's very, very beautiful, that we, or, whatever it is, more makeup, more tattoos, whatever. And if we have all of these things, then we're naturally just going to be more confident, because we see the world and we see all these things that are really cool, all these things that are widely socially accepted that are cool. Like tattoos are cool, and there's like a lot of cool guys with like really cool tattoos, and we see these cool guys with big muscles and and tattoos and a Lamborghini, and we think that like, wow, that's really cool. If I had all those things, then I could be confident, because these things are socially accepted to be cool. So that we think that if we have more of that stuff, that we will be more confident. But nothing could be further from the truth, because you only have so much skin to get like so many tattoos, and there's always going to be someone who has more tattoos or better tattoos or cooler tattoos than you do. There's always going to be someone who has more money than you do, or more cars than you do, or a bigger house than you do, or who is more jacked or more handsome, has a better square cut jawline than you do. And you can only get so much of that stuff or have so many things that you're never actually going to be able to compete on that level. And so then we start to think that, if I start to do more stuff, and if I accomplish more or achieve more and have more successes in my life, then I'm going to be more confident. But there's always going to be someone who is doing more or has done more than you are, or that they're doing more in a certain framework that actually aligns with your values than you're able to do. And so you can only accomplish so much, and you can only have so much stuff. So you're never actually going to build confidence that way. It doesn't work like that. It's something that's actually unlocked. It's actually when you release doubt, and when you release fears, and you release all the limiting beliefs and decisions that you have about yourself, about the world, about other people, about how you interact with the world, and you start to reframe how your world is actually structured, and you start to see reality more for what it is, or for really what you actually truly want it to be, in alignment with so reality is entirely subjective. Like, what you think and feel internally is the thing that you're projecting out into the world. So reality is whatever you think that it is. So you get to make the rules, and you get to make all the decisions of how the world works. If you think that billionaires are hoarding all the wealth and that they're really, really bad people, then you are not going to be inclined to do things that are going to get you closer to being a billionaire, because any money that you have or any money that you make is actually a bad thing, because I've been having like a lot of interesting conversations with people who actually really truly believe that someone who has like a lot of money could only get the money by exploiting other people. They don't understand that money is an exchange of value. So if I do something that's really high value for you, then that could be something that could pay me and I could make money just by helping you. But they don't really see money that way. They see it as just straight out exploitation. But they don't understand that like, well, you know what? If you have a business and let's say I'm able to help you make $1 million. So let's say with my hypnosis and my emotional trauma release and going through my program helps you to completely break free of all these self-imposed limitations that you have, and you're able to go on and build a business and let's say make $1 million, how much would that be worth to you? Let's say you're making $50,000 a year now or $100,000 a year now, and you went from making 6 figures or 5 figures to now making $1 million, and you're able to replicate this year over year. Is that something that's valuable to you? Is that something that you would be willing to pay me half of? Like, if someone's able to help me make $1 million, then maybe half. I'm not making $1 million right now, and if someone is able to help me make $1 million, then and replicate it year over year, then I would be totally happy with paying them $500,000. Like, if there's like, here, Philip, here's a system. We're going to do this. I'm going to help you build this. We're going to put all this together, and boom, there's your $1 million payday. And like, I think I deserve half of that. Like, sure, if you can help me make $1 million, like I'll give you $500,000, especially if I can do it again next year. And so like, it's not about time, it's about value. And so this is just an example of like a limiting belief or limiting decision of like what money is. So it's really hard to make money if you have disempowering beliefs like, no, you only get money by exploiting people. And so if that is your framework, if that's how you build the world internally, and that's all you see out there, then you're not going to see any opportunities to make money unless it involves exploiting people. And so if you're not willing and it doesn't fall within your value system to exploit people, you're never, ever, ever going to make money because your internal framework just doesn't allow it. Your values don't allow it. Your values are your deepest level programming, and they are what dictates all your behavior, how you spend all your time, and how you evaluate all of your time spent. So if it doesn't align with your values to actually make money, then you're not going to do it. It's going to be really, really difficult. So going back to confidence, if you have disempowering beliefs about the world, about yourself, then you're not going to do things or feel or act in a way that is actually confident because you don't really actually truly value yourself. You don't believe in yourself. You don't have a high sense of self-worth. You didn't make up rules of why you're a cool guy. You didn't make up a reason why you deserve to have good things. You didn't make up a reason for you to be worthy, or you didn't make up a reason to be worthy and be cool and be awesome and be confident just for no reason at all. You could just be confident right now for literally no reason at all other than because you exist, because you were born into this world, because it's your birthright to feel good, to have a sense of self-worth, and to really just value yourself, value your body, value your life that God gave you, and you could just be confident for that right now. You don't need all the muscles and the tattoos or the fake eyelashes, the Lamborghini to be confident. You can't have enough stuff to be confident, and you can't do enough stuff to be confident. So confidence is something that's actually unlocked. When you release an aversion to negative emotions, when you stop trying to project out in the future that, oh, if I do that, then it would just really piss me off. Or if I do that, then that could happen and it's going to make me really sad. Or I'm really, really scared of that thing over there. Or like, oh man, I did this before and I got really, really hurt, and it really hurt, it hurt my heart. And I don't really want to experience that hurt again. I don't want to experience being hurt by someone else if I get into another relationship. So I'm just going to avoid women altogether. And so if you have an aversion and an avoidance of negative emotions because they're stored in your unconscious mind. You have such a strong connection to them and you haven't released them from the root cause, and you don't have positive things happening in your future. You don't have positive goals out in your future that you're always moving towards. Then it's going to be really, really difficult to be confident because you're managing baggage. You're never actually really truly fully present because you're actually managing baggage from the past. And a lot of that baggage is not even something that happened. Like 50% of our memories didn't even happen, or they didn't happen in a way that we remember them happening. So you're sitting there making yourself miserable over and over, day in and day out, based on a past that never even occurred. Think about that. Like, isn't that like a really sad thing that a lot of us like are completely self-limiting and not achieving goals, not aligning with our purpose, not giving our families and our loved ones the best of ourselves, and not giving other people like the best value that we could possibly bring onto this earth, like the gifts that we were given, like we're not able to actually express those because we're too busy managing baggage of a past that maybe didn't even happen or didn't happen in a way that we remember it happening. Like, isn't that a really sad thing? Wouldn't you want to actually just release that and let it go and release it from your unconscious mind so it's not an unconscious program that's just constantly running you anymore? If you could release that and let go of all that baggage and have positive, great things happening in the future, and you just take action towards it just because you think it's cool and just because you believe, like there's nothing fake about belief. So if you just believe that you have like all these good things happening for you, you're really okay with what you have going on, and you like whatever it is you're building, whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're engaging in or creating, you just think that it's really cool and you really actually just own that. You're actually building a framework where when you engage with other people, they're actually going to think that it's really cool too. And they're going to be like, wow, that person like must really enjoy what they have going on. That must be really working for them. I really like that. And that makes you very, very attractive. And it makes it really easy to like make friends and make friends who are aligned with your mission, with your goals, and meet a partner who is also actually thinking that you have really cool shit going on too, because you believe it. And our mirror neurons look at someone else and we want to think and behave and act in the way that they do because you're the one with the stronger frame in that equation. And so they want to follow you. You become a leader. You become a thought leader. And now you have all these opportunities, and this is all something that just happened because you unlocked it. It's something that's already there. It's something that already exists inside of you. But when you're not managing the baggage and you're not managing all the doubts and disbeliefs that you have and all those negative perceptions about the world, and you get to make the rules, you get to decide, and you actually take action on it, and it becomes just a part of who you are. It's just something that's unlocked. And that's not a thing that can just be built. It's something that's actually, you let go of all the bullshit and just start focusing on what works. And that's something that really just truly becomes unlocked. So if that's something that you guys want to experience, in the description of this video, I will give you a link to the Catch Chronic Confidence collection. It's about $47. And I will guide you through a release process. I guide you through a hypnosis release process of letting go of the baggage, stepping into the future version of yourself. In another audio recording, I'm going to prime your brain for unlimited and unwavering inner confidence and just hypnotize you to be confident right now. And then in the last one is the abundance and prosperity release, or abundance and prosperity brain priming, where I'm going to put you into a deep trance, and it will reprogram your brain to start looking for abundance and prosperity opportunities. And so you have the opportunity to make a lot more money because you're going to start to see opportunities out there. You're going to start to see abundance. You're going to start to see wealth. And you're actually going to start to feel worthy of it because it's just a part of who you are. And so for $47, 3 hypnosis recordings. It's about an hour long in total, and totally supercharge and start getting results right now. So in the description, that's there for you. In the bio, you can actually experience just the release of anxiety and start focusing on what works there. And that's something that's totally free that I offer to you just for being alive. You deserve good things just because you exist. Okay, just because you were born into this world, I believe that everybody deserves the right and the opportunity to create the best reality possible for them. And you have the ultimate freedom to do that. And in the link in the bio, I will show you exactly how to do it and release anxiety totally for free. And so without that negative event, without those negative events, without that negative future, without that negative future in your future, you'll have the opportunity to actually start to take action that actually really aligns with your goals and really start to unlock confidence. Because when you trust in the future, when you trust in what's going to happen and you don't have negative events in there, you have positive events, you have nothing but confidence left. That's all that's there, is just confidence. Because imagine if you knew exactly what was going to happen and you knew that thing that was going to happen was going to be really, really awesome. There's no way you could not be confident because you know exactly what's going to happen. And so when you have all these positive, awesome events in the future, then there's only room for confidence. There's no more room for anxiety. And I'll show you exactly how to do that for free. And you can release all the anxiety you want totally for free with an audio recording there too. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.